What's up, weebs? It has been a while since I've done this kind of discussion video, but let's sit down and do this. I already know certain people watching this are not gonna like this, but we have to get this out of the way. We're gonna do some more anime opinions. I think the last time I did this was in May or April or May, and I mean, it had its time, so I think it's time we do another one. It's been 5 to 6 months, so let's get into it. First off, just to say, these aren't my opinions. I just want to discuss these opinions that I found on Twitter, and if you have anything to say about them, I understand. That's what I'll say. The first one I have here is Naruto is a better written character than Luffy and Ichigo. Immediately, I disagree. I think Ichigo has a lot of notes in him about learning about himself and his past and his heritage that makes him a better person than Naruto. And if we're gonna be talking about Luffy, I think if you're talking about pre-time skip Luffy, then you have an argument about Naruto being better. But after that, after time skip, I'm thinking Luffy might be better because you're watching a man learn to understand the things he has once ignored and once put to the side, and he's actually learning and understanding and becoming better from them. So I don't know. I don't know how much I agree with this. I do agree Naruto is a very well written character, but I don't know about written better than the other two. I think Naruto has a lot of faults for it being so popular, but I think they do a lot of things very well. Next is this guy is debating anime dubs are better than anime subs, and I think that just has to do with you knowing English. If you know English, you can understand the nuances, the tones, the accents, everything like that better in English because you don't speak Japanese. Like, you know how crazy it was to me when I learned that Goku was a Japanese farmer accent, so he was just like a Texan from Japan? That threw me off, and it's just because I don't know anything about the language, so I wouldn't have gotten that. But if you're gonna think dubs are better, I think it's just because of the knowledge of the language you have, to be honest. This one is saying a character doesn't have to be deep or nuanced to be a good character. I totally agree. Listen, let's look at one of my favorite Bleach characters here, Kenpachi. This man was born for the blood. This man was born to fight. This man is only about fighting. And he's awesome. I don't need anything deeper. He gets a little bit of a backstory, but it doesn't really, deepen him as like this super, thoughtful character. It just shows why he likes fighting. It's amazing. It's great. He's a great character just off that alone. So I'll take that. Okay, this one has, what is this? 6 of them, and so we'll try to go through them one by one. The first one here says My Hero and Boruto are absolute trash. I would say My Hero to me gets trash maybe the last 30% of the manga. Boruto is barely getting good, and this is the last, it started a whole new series first of all, but the quote-unquote prequel or base Boruto series was good, maybe the last 15-20 chapters. So out of all the chapters Boruto has, maybe 20 to 25 chapters are actually good. 2, Goku is an absolute idiot, and I kind of agree why Vegeta kind of hates him. Goku was made like a lovable buffoon. Like, if you don't like Goku, you don't like Ed from Ed and Eddie. You don't like most shonen MCs. It's just how he was made. It's how he's built. I mean, I don't know what you want. He never got a formal education. He never went. The only education Goku's ever gotten was Master Roshi's fighting school. That's it. And one of them was study hard, but he probably just studied fighting. He probably ignored that part. I don't know, man. If you're watching Dragon Ball Z specifically for depth, maybe watch something else. 3, Beerus is useless except for when he destroys Zamasu. I mean, that's exactly why he's there. He's just a plot point, if we're gonna be honest. He's a pinnacle of power for Goku, or rather Vegeta at this point, to reach, and just really there if something goes wrong, like the Zeno button. He's just there to end things if they need to be ended. 4, Shotokan and Lolly suck. That's an obvious thing. Please don't be part of those crowds. Live actions are meh. Very true. One Piece is the only true one. And then 6, nowadays anime doesn't hit the same way as old ones do. You're just biased. Just please be aware of that. Next, we got animation quality has little to no effect on the quality of the show. I will agree. If you are someone who is going only for animation quality, you're probably only watching animes maybe post 2015, I would say, and not really anything else. So that's kind of a simple one. Where's the other one? Separate the art from the artist. Rurouni Kenshin is great. Act age is great. Give them a chance, people. I would love to, but maybe if the authors, acted their age, then maybe. Next, Shinji is a well-written character and does not deserve the hate he gets. He's a 14-year-old. Let them be. This is Shinji from Neon Genesis. Yeah, I mean, he makes a lot of mistakes. He's literally doing this only for the validation of his father. I mean, it's a whole thing, built into the story. So if you didn't understand that when watching it, I mean, yeah, you would probably think he's a little annoying, but when you get into the depths of the character, every single character in this show is flawed. So it makes sense to separate the people who know and who don't know. Stop treating old gen as divine and new gen as trash. Bias is just dumb. Be impartial when you're comparing animes. This is so true. There's so many old animes that aren't that good. Golden Boy and Ghost Stories are like just cheesy, and they're kind of just, a thing of their time. New shows, I mean, Black Clover is okay, and My Hero, I dropped off after like season 4 or 5. There's biases here and there on the old and the new. You just gotta pick your lane and stay in it when you choose these things. And if you don't like one over the other, I mean, it's not like a fact. It's just an opinion, like we're going through here. We need more 3D animes with proper production. They can look great. That's true. Proper production can make a 3D anime look great. Look at Dragon Ball Superhero. It looks fantastic. But then I'm going to go to the other side. I want you guys to look at Crunchyroll's exclusive anime, X-Arm. And I'm going to leave that at that. It's important to watch shit and mediocre anime. It can be very enlightening and help better improve your gauge of quality when it comes to anime. If you only watch Peak, you'll never truly know how high the mountaintop truly is. Semi agree and disagree. Obviously, if you are, so many episodes into the anime and you already know it's garbage, just drop it. You're not going to have fun. You're not going to enjoy yourself watching 35 episodes of garbage. If you're only watching Peak, sure, you don't know what mediocre is. And maybe you just decide that everything is peak. Maybe you decide everything is garbage. I don't know how your bias goes, but you do have to know the good from the bad. You do have to be able to gauge what is like really good and what is really bad. But that is just going into the opinion camp again, because you can think Attack on Titan is the greatest 10 out of 10. And me personally, I think Attack on Titan is like an 8 out of 10. I do think it has peak moments. I do not think it is peak all the way through. So it can go like that, but I mean, anime opinions are varied everywhere, and everything has its own nuance, its own opinion, its own bias, its own subjectiveness. It depends on what you really do with it. But let me know your guys' anime opinions in the comments below. Let me know if you guys want to see another video like this. I will catch you guys in the next video.